stand for the prayer and the pledge, please? Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, glory forever. Amen.
I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please.
President, Mr. Kashner.
Here.
Vice President, Mr. Persing.
Here.
Secretary, Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Treasurer, Mr. Griffiths.
Here.
Mr. Cook.
Here.
Mrs. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Shuey.
Here.
Mrs. Smoogen. Here.
Okay. Recognize student accomplishments.
We're going to turn over to Mr. Hockenbrock at this time.
So students of the month won't be honored for this month here at this meeting. It'll be the next meeting. But I do want to honor our fall sports. We have some outstanding achievements won here. So in girls soccer, not only did the team qualify for districts, we had first team all-stars from the PHAC, Carly Nye, Ali Wall, Ava Hughes, an honorable mention, Carly Cedar and Peyton Rapp. In cross country, we had 3 state qualifiers, Alexis Bressy, Cameron Kramer, and Tyler Kerstetter. Volleyball qualified for the playoffs. And in golf, Kennedy Petrovich finished tied for 11th in golf at states. So congratulations to those students, making us very proud. Do you want us to go into?
You can, yeah, if you want to do that. Yep.
So just real quick, some things that took place last month at the high school. We did have our Veterans Day Assembly, and again, thanks to alumnus Joe Phillips for coming in and speaking. And thank you to all the veterans who were in attendance. It was a nice program, and it was he was a great speaker. Like I said, we ended a successful fall sports season, and we're hopefully going to begin a winter one here. Thanks to all the coaches and players, and good luck to the winter coaches and players with the upcoming season. We had our Junior National Honor Society induction ceremony, along with the National Honor Society induction ceremony, and thank you to the advisors for the great job they do with that. We had our talent show tryouts. That'll take place right before Christmas break. And I'd like to say congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Steyer for being selected to participate in the Macy's Day Parade on November 23rd in New York City. It's saluting America's band directors is what's putting it on. So they both are representing us walking in the Macy's Day Parade. We've had several students go into Thorpetown and decorate for the holidays, also go downtown. We're starting to do that again, and that's nice to see our students participating in that. We had our Powder Puff football game, and the sophomores beat the freshmen, and the seniors beat the juniors. But thank you to Ms. Boyer for organizing that every year, and Mr. Weller as a referee. Report cards for the first marking period were posted November 1st. If you need a hard copy, make sure you call the office for one. And just currently, we're working with the IU to work on more effective workflows and restructuring our committees to involve more students, community, and parents, as well as looking at better ways and more efficient ways to look at our data. And I just, again, want to thank everybody and wish everybody a happy and safe break.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Hockenbrock. Mr. Zimmerman?
Yeah, we just finished up one of our bus incentives actually yesterday, kind of keep in line with the school-wide positive behavior. If any of the buses didn't have any write-ups, we were offering pizza if they could get a whole bus. So 7 buses actually had no write-ups. And if you were on a bus that had multiple write-ups, the bus driver could still nominate at least one kid from the bus. So we had approximately 350 kids participate in that. So that was good. We also did pretzels with the principal. That was an attendance challenge, trying to get the kids to consistently come to school. And again, we had a little over 300 kids that were able to partake in that. We got them soft pretzels and things that they could kind of use with that. Continue to do Chief of the Week. Finished up our parent-teacher conferences. Scheduled dates for the artists coming in, starting back up in January. That's about it right now.
How many students got pizza?
300.
So how many pizzas did you order?
We ordered 44 pizzas. And my car still smells. Wonder how long
We didn't get any in the business office, just so you know.
You guys are working to it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zimmerman.
Have a good
Miss-
holiday.
Thank you. Mrs. Glozek,
Best Club?
let's do it now. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we have some members here of the Best Club. The Best Club advisors is Kristen Hughes and Sierra Carl, so I'll turn it over to them just to kind of, wanted to acknowledge them, all the good work that they do, and maybe talk about our biggest, I think, accomplishment is the trunk or treat.
All right, Ms. Lozick wasn't lying, you have to talk.
Yeah, guys, come on up.
Anybody's wondering, there is a big buck right out front. I hunt seasonal too early for me.
Wow.
Big buck out back here. I'm just Best Club started off the year. We started off right away with trunk or treat, which this year was probably by far our biggest event. We had 42 trunks from all over the community. We had a lot of churches. It's a great way for our our clubs and a lot of elementary classes to come and showcase their clubs and what they're doing and sporting events, and it's amazing. We organize it, the kids help, but really all the trunks that come and help put it on is what makes the event so successful. Honestly, every year we get so worked up that how are we gonna get these kids through the line because we have a cutoff at 7:30, and I think we ended at 8. So I don't know if anybody had made it out to it, but huge success. The kids love it. You guys want to say something about it? Do you have anything you want to say? It's a good turnout. It is a good turnout. We worked up about candy, but
So every year, the Best Club does provide the organizations that come with at least 2 bags of candy. So the students are helping with us to fundraise. So right now, we have a fundraiser going on through Texas Roadhouse. So if anybody wants to go on the district webpage, the special ed webpage, Mrs. Carl or my webpage on Facebook, we also have the links on there, so people can help out through the community as well to help with that fundraiser. It's a gift card fundraiser through Texas Roadhouse. So those funds help with generating the bags of candy. We also do the holiday cheermiser, which we're looking at trying to find dates, but the school is so booked up this year with sports and different activities going on, we're having trouble finding a date. So that's not a bad thing. It's actually really nice to see that the school is so booked between wrestling and basketball and all the other sports that are going on. We've been looking to try and fill something for spring, so Sierra and I were talking about doing some type of movie for the community, something in the auditorium, and then doing some type of craft and baking activity similar to what we do for the holiday cheermiser. Currently, we have about 60 students in the Best Club, so I think that we are one of the largest clubs within the school district.
and we're open to other activities. You guys have any ideas? We're trying to get back to the community as much as we can, get the kids involved. They like to come up with stuff. Right now, they're doing a door decorating contest that they're running in Spearing. It's the high school here anyway, so.
And the Purple Elf Project, so the shoe boxes. So those are also going on, where we give back to our elementary, middle, and high school students, like the shoe boxes that go over to third world countries. We kind of give them back to our students who need a little pick-me-up, a little incentive. So anything that fits in a shoe box, specifically hats, gloves, small toys, hygiene products, things like that, non-perishable candies. We put them in the shoe boxes, the kids help wrap them and stuff them, and then we take them to the elementary and we hand them out to the kids.
And some high school, well, under the table. The other kids don't even know about it, but things that could help.
And they really look forward to them. So the teachers have the opportunity to nominate 3 kids that they think would really enjoy that, and then we get them to them. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
And I may have missed it, and BEST stands for,
Building essential skills together.
and it's high school students or 7 through 12?
This year we have it all high school because 7th and 8th grade got a little bit hard to manage when we had them out there. So because it's just Mrs. Carl and I out there with the students, we had it just 9th through 12th this year.
Awesome, okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Just one other thing, I know I'm not gonna put our new teachers on the spot, but we do have 4 new teachers here, first-year teachers, and they're all in the special education department, and they're all doing a wonderful job for us. Ms. Slaughterback, Ms. Drumheiser, Ms. Conjura, and Ms. Glozick. So I just wanted to say, keep up the good work, and we appreciate everything you do, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, moving on, citizens' comments. State your name, please.
This is for you, Mr. Dubinsky. Since my name is Sharon Slodisco, I have been accused by specific board members of receiving duplicate direct deposits made by the payroll clerk last year. I would like to submit proof of bank statements at this time. I made copies for everyone. I was at the September 19th board meeting, and I requested a meeting with the board to resolve this ongoing issue, but my requests to meet and discuss were denied. I was also censored from the board meeting video that is on the school's website. However, there is an uncensored version that is available all the time on the web and was viewed by a number of people. At the conclusion of the September 19th meeting, I was aggressively approached by a male school board director and screamed at. On election day, while working at the polls, I was approached by another male school board director who was aggressively trying to start an altercation with me. When I learned of another impending altercation coming my way, I reluctantly gave to the board money to cease and desist with threats. Today marks a year of targeting me with false accusations, slander, harassment, threats, violating my constitutional rights, specifically the First, Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments, as well as Code 002 and Code 003 of board procedures. There has been no communication, no investigation, no resolution. So, I don't know what is next. That's all I have to say.
Okay, now I'll respond to that. Number one, on election day, as at the meeting when you came here and kept staring at me, I asked you on election day, did you want to talk? To which you said you're looking at the car behind me. Number two, instead of playing the victim, you got paid twice and refused to pay the money back. There was a criminal investigation being done, and right before you were going to get arrested, you paid it back. So, quit playing the victim. And
I'm not playing the victim.
Nobody slandered you. There was a criminal investigation that was closed when you paid the money back.
Listen, I have,
So,
the
money was
there-
paid back. That's all you had to do at the beginning
Ed?
when you got a letter, and you did.
this is citizens' comments.
Okay.
Okay, then
Okay,
that's
then
all.
we're
We
done.
won't respond.
Then we're
Don't
done.
respond.
So don't play
We're done.
the innocent
Ed.
victim here. You got paid twice. You didn't pay the money back.
Read.
I've arrested
Okay.
people for the
Read.
same thing, and it wasn't fair if I turned my back. on
Read.
you.
You show me,
Okay,
you
we're-
raise your hand and
Ed,
you show me duplicates. Go ahead.
It's there.
Go ahead.
You paid the money back. It's all.
No more comments. We're done. Is there any other citizens' comments? Work session agenda. Okay. Let's move on to old business. We have a motion to approve item 5.01.
Motion. Second.
On the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. I have a motion to approve item 5.02.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. I have a motion to approve item 5.03.
Motion.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey, Mrs. Smougin,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes. Moving on, new business. Is there a motion to approve item 6.01?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. May I have a motion to approve item 6.02?
Motion.
Is there on the question? Roll call, please.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey, Mrs. Smougin,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve item 6.03?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Shuey. Mrs. Smougin.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Is there item to accept item, is there a motion to accept item 6.04?
Motion.
Second.
On the question.
I'd like to, at this time, thank Mr. Flowers for his capable service to the district. And, I feel he did a really good job. Wish you luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Tim.
Yes, I would like to say the same. Thank you, Tim. Yeah.
There was a second on that?
Yes.
Question. All right, roll call, please.
Mrs. Smougin,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey. Excuse me.
Is there item, or a motion to accept item 6.05?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey,
Yes.
Mrs. Smougin.
Yes.
We have a motion to approve item 6.06.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey, Mrs. Smougin,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve and disapprove the exoneration request in item 6.07?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey, Mrs. Smougin,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Cook.
Yes.
We have a motion to approve item 6.08.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.09.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugin.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Cook.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.10.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugin.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Cook.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes. Is there a motion to approve item 6.11?
Motion.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey. Mrs. Smugin.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Cook.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.12?
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Shuey. Mrs. Smugin.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Cook.
I'm going to vote no on this item. My reasons are, and I think our team did a great job. We had a lot of discussions about it. This was a problem that we inherited. It's been going on for quite some time. There's been a lot of litigation, and the reason I'm voting on no, and I totally understand why we're settling on this agreement, because this thing has been going on for far too long, and we got to put this thing to rest. We don't want to incur any more legal cost and stop the interest from accumulating. But I just think that the agreement that was reached, that we could have had more lenience shown toward our school district, because we're not in the same position as the group that we are up against. So, and I think specifically the way they have been accumulating the interest kind of bothers me. I think it's pretty high. I think it's a little exorbitant. So that's why I'm voting no. But I want to qualify that by saying I support what we're doing. That may sound silly, but that's where I stand. So, thank you.
The last vote.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Okay. That was last. Okay, let's move on to personnel. There's some things to fill in, some blanks.
So on the agenda, the personnel agenda, item 711, filling in the blanks, it should be on the recommendation of the administration that Brandon Pisarcik be appointed as a temporary professional employee with a master's degree in physics emergency certification effective December 4th at a salary of $42,000 prorated plus benefits described in a teacher's agreement. Item 712 should read on the recommendation of administration that Kelsey Dunn be appointed as a temporary professional employee with a bachelor's degree in elementary certification effective January 4th at a salary of $41,000 prorated plus benefits described in a teacher's agreement. Item 7.
Clarify, that was 12 or 1? December 4th?
December 4th for Brandon. Yep. Item 713 should be on the recommendation of administration that Matt Wetzel be appointed as a temporary professional employee with a bachelor's degree and elementary certification effective January 4th at a salary of $41,000 prorated plus benefits described in a teacher's agreement. Everybody get that? I know that was a lot. You need me to go back?
What's the date for 7/11?
What's that?
7/11 was December.
Matt Wetzel, 41.
I checked it,
12/4,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So the first one, 7/11 was a December 4 start date. the other two were January 4 start dates. And just to clarify, I did make a mistake, 7/13, Matt Wetzel's salary should be 41,500.
And that's that.
Right, that's right, okay,
Yep.
41,500 for him.
I'll tell you why.
And then also item 7/17, that will be tabled.
Good?
Yep.
We have a motion to approve all personnel items in motion 7.01 through 7.29 as listed and amended. On the question,
I just have a question. Do we have to table that officially, or do we have to?
Well, it's on the agenda.
we tabled it.
Yeah, no, but that's a package of,
You can take a vote to table, you can, procedurally, you can take a vote to table that item.
we don't have to table the
And
whole,
vote on everything
we could
else.
exclude that.
Exclude that one.
Yeah. I just wanna make sure we're-
Make the motion to approve all of the items that you're voting on,
Except
and to
7.7.
table item
1-7.
717, do it in one package, and there you go. Then
Okay.
the minutes will be clear on
All
it.
right.
Okay, let's go back again. We have a motion to approve all personnel items in 7.01 through 7.29, except 717, which will be tabled.
Motion. Second, I'll make the motion.
Second. On the question? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Mugin?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing? Mr. Shuey?
Okay. Board member reports, anybody have anything?
Yeah, I would just like to thank Tim Bowers for his service.
Thanks.
We're gonna miss you, and have fun on the island.
I want to echo those thoughts, but Tim will be at reorg, so we'll.
Yeah,
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 so
but-
we have one more.
This is last of, well, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I do thank you for your service, and good luck with whatever you do in the future, and
Thanks.
we appreciate what you've done for us.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, thank you.
I want to thank the Best Club for all the work you've done. You know, it's nice to see positive things happening in the district, and thank you for putting the extra work to make that happen. And I just want to say good luck to all the women's sports starting up. The next week, we're full go.
Let's go. Anybody else?
Good job.
Rosie,
Best Club.
you'll be at the meeting next December.
People in that group.
Give her things then.
Yes.
Okay,
I have something I need to do quick about this stuff
okay,
before we adjourn.
okay. Hold on one second, we do have some more business.
I would just like to note for the minutes that Ms. Ladisco handed each board member and myself a copy of what appears to be personal financial information. I'm going to strongly advise that no board member retain this, that we collect it and we return it to Ms. Ladisco, or in the alternative, that we have it shredded.
That wasn't accurate anyhow.
Good catch.
Okay?
Good catch.
Okay.
Rosalie,
Right,
you
so I'm going to continue the meeting, we're handing these papers in.
not advise you to.
An executive session was held for personal issues on Tuesday, November 14th, 2023, from 6 PM to 8:39 PM, and Tuesday, November 21st, 2023, from 5:30 PM till 7:20 PM prior to the regular monthly board meeting. Motion to adjourn.
Hold on.
Are we not done yet?
Do I have everyone's?
Yeah.
Ms. Ladisco will return these to you. Just, let's reflect in the minutes that all copies of Ms. Ladisco's bank statements will return to her.
Now, motion to adjourn.
Now, we can
Motion to adjourn.
motion.
My pen kind of,
The one on the right.
Yeah, we got treats from that.
I'd like 4 stack for it, but usually I do